Hey guys, my name is Niels Bokenbrink and I'm the neurocoach for the Stuttgart Surge. As neurocoach, I'm playing with the brain parts. So I take different parts of the brain, try to enhance them, and also take different brain activities which can enhance performance, make players more stable and hopefully prevent injuries.
What kind of improvement that you see since you start helping them?
The biggest part, I would say, is on game days when we have like head injury guys who spot head injuries. And the head injuries is always part of every contact to the head will decrease the performance of your vestibular system, so your balance. And by seeing that, I can take players out of the game, see real quick how balanced are they, and try to increase that and give them more stability directly. And that's what we do on game days. And I mean, it's been working really good for the players, getting them more stable and prevent injuries. I mean, with every player that do neuro training with me, I do a screening, which takes about 1 hour to 2 hours, and I test different parts of the brain. For example, there's a small part of the brain which controls motion, and by just enhancing this part of the brain, we can increase the performance. For example, also eye movements, if you have a receiver spotting a ball and coaches would say, oh man, he didn't catch the ball, why didn't he catch the ball? Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just the eyes can't see the ball and track the ball, and that's what we're working on. Try to get those movements really clear and help the players getting more performance.
So how's that theory behind it? Like, how does it work? Because I see you like come with all the color glasses. So what is the theory behind that?
I mean, it's pretty complex. When you look at different brain parts, you can activate them, for example, by wearing different colored glasses and give them just neurological more stimulation. I always try to compare it to a Formula 1 car. You have a Formula 1 car with 500 horsepower, with the motor 500 horsepower, and you always want to be close to that 500 horsepower, also bringing that horsepower onto the street.
Right.
And that's what I do. Sometimes maybe players come in and they just at 300, and through those drills we can increase those 200 horsepower to give them and take that on the road.
But why color?
It's a small part of the brain which controls movement. It's called basal ganglion in German, and you can stimulate them really good with colors just by wearing them for different time period. And we do that before practice and just to enhance that. Yeah.
So everybody have their own color?
Exactly. We do that also in the screening, we do that in the testing. So we test that with every player, test the stability. We will do it with one of your guys in a second. Test the stability, then test the different glasses, and then we see one color which will be working really good for the players, and then we have the color for the guys.
But will one single athlete probably need like 1 or 2 different colors, or there's only one color that they need?
For the guys that I tested, 90% of them have only one color, but it's also totally possible that there are 2 or 3 colors working for them. Solely possible, but in general it's only one color. Yeah.
The more colors that they have, does it mean anything?
No, you can't say that because every brain is so complex,
right.
And you really have to test individually. And I mean, the neuroscience is just like 15-20 years. It started 15-20 years ago, so it's really new science, and we will get more information on that hopefully in the future. But for now on, yeah, we're trying to do everything practical, keep it as simple as possible for those guys. In neurotraining, we see every person as an athlete. I mean, it doesn't mean if he's really a sports athlete or a sitting athlete because he's 10 hours at, we call him sitting athlete because he's 10 hours at a desk, like, home office and etc. And we just try to see, okay, what kind of different things do they need in their everyday, in the daily basis, and try to increase them in those movements. And it could be, for example, that you activate different parts of the brain just by eye movements as well, and give them more stability or a better posture.
So how popular is neuro coach right now for the American football these days?
It's getting more popular, but from now on, I just only know our team that does this. Could be that there are more guys who are doing this, but officially neuro coach, I think I'm the first one in the league now. Yeah.
So you have a big role to play right now. So you make sure that you push them to the championship game with your skill set.
I mean, yeah, you put the pressure on me now, but I mean, it's those guys who practice. I mean, it's the coaches, it's the athletic trainer, and I do like a small mosaic, which in the end, leads to that, but 1% better every time, and maybe that's that 1% that's missing. This is a flexion movement, right? So what he's doing is now he's flexing his muscles through his core, okay? I'll try to push you down, and you try to push as hard as you can up, okay? 3, 2, now you try to push against me, like this. Exactly, yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come again. Okay, as hard as you can. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now a lot of people would say that he hasn't too many core muscles maybe, yeah, and he needs to work on his core muscle for 3 months. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna do one eye movement with you, just to activate some brain nerves, which really can create those flexion muscles. Okay, you look at one letter, doesn't matter which one, okay? Okay, again. 3, come up. 3, 2, 1, push against.
Oh!
Holy! Holy!
And I could train him now for 3 months, or I could do like one eye movement drill with him and increase the performance of him.
I think I'm Superman now.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's basically the thing, you know, and you could train like a hamstring muscle for 3 months, or you can do one eye movement to increase the power of the hamstring immediately.
So how long can it last?
That's what I said, like you have, it's like an update on an iPhone. So it could last for a day, it could last for 30 days. And that's the only thing with neuro training.
For you, it's only like 3 seconds.
But that's why we have the drills for every player, and we can see during practice, okay, how is he feeling, and he can come to me and do the drills again, and we can see is there any difference or not.
I see. So just now you were talking about the glasses, the
Yeah.
color. Those are something I'm really interested in.
Yeah, like if you could stand up real quick, get into like an athletic position, and I'll try to push you away, and you just try to be stable, okay? Okay, get like really athletic position and try to push as hard as you can against me, okay? You should be like really rock into the water, okay? You feel stable? Yes. You can push against me, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, try again so we see it's not fake. Okay, perfect. What we do now is we try to see which color you are and which color like can increase your power and your stability, okay? You can put that on, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay, we start with orange. Just wear that for 5 seconds. See how it feels. Okay, let's do the same movement. Okay, orange is not your color, yeah, we can sell that. And the crazy thing is we can do orange again.
Why?
And that's why we do that before games and practices, for example. Just let the guys wear that. Also in halftime we can get like into the locker room. Everybody has his glasses to get them back to 100%. I mean, we're thinking that's one part of the brain which can be really activated by those colors.
Right.
We're not 100% sure because it's neuro-based training is really young. The science behind that is really young. So we need a lot more evidence. But I mean, you see it in the practical testings. It's working really well. Yeah.
So how many colors are there?
I mean, we have now 6 different colors. We have red, green, yellow, purple, and blue. And orange as well. So we use those colors, and I mean there were only 2 guys on the whole team which had any color. That's also possible, but I mean, yeah, like 50 guys who had a color, and that's been working really good for us. We do the warm-ups together, like every player does his 5 drills with me, and then also in halftime or during games when players have the feeling they are not stable anymore, we can do that also. I said that with the head injuries.
Right.
Get their vestibular system right, give them more control over their muscles. Hey guys, let's imagine, for example, that Chad had a knee injury on his left knee. Those things can help because if you have a knee injury, for example, the receptors in those areas will decrease. And now the question is, how can we increase the information that the knee is giving to the brain? And those things can really help. For example, if you put that on, give more pressure on the knee, putting those barometer receptors more up, increase information for the brain and help recovery with the recovery process and get you back on the field as soon as possible. So let's say you put these sleeves, which are really tight on the knee, there will be more pressure on those parts of your skin, and those parts of the skin will be activated a little bit more to give your brain more information about what's happening in the knee. If you're doing movement then, like for example stretching your knee or flex your knee, then you will have more and increased information for the brain, helps with the recovery. It's really just a small part of everything. It's really just a small part of everything. I will try to give my part like 1%. And those are the players, those are the coaches, those are the big stars on the field. And I try to be a little bit in the background and give everything I got to help the team winning the championship.